in the middleweight division. He's moving up to his natural weight at 180 pounds. He is a 16-0 record, 6 feet tall. Please say hello to Cedric Bull Rogers.
Bull Rogers, this is his first fight against a world-rated fighter.
Ladies and gentlemen,
he has an impressive record of 16-0.
He fought here in April. He is currently ranked number 3 in the world. 6 feet 3.5 inches tall, 22 years old. He weighed in at 183 pounds. His professional record is 12 wins, no losses, and 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Bad Brad Hefton.
All right, Brad, all right.
Bad Brad Hefton, Rockford,
Joe, this
Illinois.
is going to be a very interesting fight in the fact that Cedric Bull Rogers is fighting out of the stable of the folks down there in Memphis, Tennessee. As you can see there, the man with the suit, his back is to you, is the world's heavyweight champion, Anthony Elmore of Memphis, and he's working in the corner. And while we're getting the last-minute instructions here, let's find out about how these fighters feel about tonight's fight. We had a chance to talk to Hefton in the blue, Cedric Bull Rogers in the white.
Bull Rogers was the runner-up at the Battle of Atlanta in the point competition this year in the light heavyweight division. He's an extremely good point fighter, sports a 16-0 full contact record, but his primary victims have been people in the Little Rock, Memphis, Tennessee area. He's not been in the ring with someone of the stature of Brad Hefton yet, and I haven't seen him fight. He is as yet untested under these kinds of circumstances.
For those of you who just know,
Talking with him and also Anthony Elmore before the fight, they said that they had studied Brad Hefton's tapes of his fights, and they had found a flaw. They wouldn't tell me what that flaw is, but they said, we have a secret and we're going to exploit that flaw. So let's see what happens.
Well, Brad Hefton makes still some mistakes as a fighter, but his I guess his biggest weakness is his slow starting ability. He starts off very slow and he starts coming on about the 3rd round. I would tend to think the later rounds will favor Brad Hefton in this fight because Rogers has knocked out 14 of his 16 victims and has not gone the distance but with 2.
Well, that's right. Both fighters said this fight would not go the distance. Somebody is going to get knocked out. 30 seconds left in round 1.
Hefton's susceptible mostly to left hooks, and Rogers just caught him with one. Not a lot of power at the end of it.
10 seconds left in round 1 as we wind down here.
coming up to the end of round 1.
Fighting. This is a good time for Bull Rogers to have caught him if he is a little stale. Good side kicks, 2 good side kicks by Brad Hefton right into the stomach area of Rogers. That one staggered Rogers. He is not clear. He is not clear. He's pretending to be clear, but he is not pulled together yet. That right hand of Hefton got Rogers' attention.
I'll tell you, Joe, Brad, Cedric Bull Rogers shows a lot of savvy in the ring, though. He's got a lot of amateur experience.
He does. His record, as we say now, is 16-0 as a professional full contact fighter, but he's not been in with guys who've tested him. He's knocked out 14 of those fighters. He's got the skills, no question. Good front kicks, good roundhouse kicks, good right hand punches.
There was a knee that was low. That's a warning for a low kick. J.T. Will is the referee in this bout.
Rogers tries to, good right hand by Hefton. Rogers throws a Japanese-style front kick where he really leans in and stretches in. And I was starting to say that Hefton was going to start picking up on that and perhaps stop him on the way in, and he did that. And he did it again.
Good right hand by Hefton.
Good comeback by Rogers. Rogers has landed a number of kicks low accidentally. I think it's because of the tenseness.
10 seconds left in round 2.
We're going to the end of round 2.
Good. Have each other's attention.
Round 3. Brad Hefton in the blue, Cedric Bull Rogers in the white.
Elmore and Rogers indicated that Hefton has a weakness. Oh, that was one of the low kicks from. That was as hard a kick low as I've seen in a long time. Not intentional on Rogers' point.
He has been penalized 1 point, according to J.T. Will, because he had a warning before in the second round. Now he's giving Brad Hefton as much time as he wants to kind of catch his breath.
They and I had just finished saying they thought that Brad Hefton had a weakness, and I don't mean to imply that they went after it in that kick. Nice
Brad
spinning.
Hefton tried a spinning back kick and lost his balance.
Rogers was inside it. You saw his good point timing as he moved inside that spinning back kick.
Len Elmore wants him to keep the pressure on. Anthony Elmore, he's saying, get in tight, keep the pressure on him.
Doesn't look like Rogers really knows what to do when he gets in tight, and Hefton covers up. His punches come wide from outside. Good right hand punched in by Rogers. Caught Hefton short right hand. Oh, that's the kick that put Mims down last month in New Orleans. Front leg round kick to the head. Rogers takes an extremely good shot. Hefton just teed off on his head with a right hand.
Oh, a good right hand by Bull Rogers. Caught Hefton coming in.
Snapped his head back with that right hand. Good defensive timing on Rogers' part. Same thing Hefton had caught him with in the previous round. Rogers definitely a force to be reckoned with, it looks like, in this light heavyweight division. He's ranked number 7 in the middleweights now, going back up to his natural weight.
Brad Hefton in the blue, Cedric Bull Rogers in the white.
Rogers has come out to touch gloves each of the last 3 rounds. Hefton has not touched gloves. Fighter can do that at his option.
Keep saying, Bull Rogers, get inside, get inside. Hefton doesn't want him inside.
Hefton has Rogers chasing after him as though he may try to catch him with a right hand coming in. Got him chasing him. Hefton tried with a side kick to the face. It was a little short. That one was a little closer. Rogers smiles. Right hand by Rogers, left hand by Hefton. Both landed at the same time. Looked like Rogers may have had the better punch in those two. Rogers just lost his footing then.
He's complaining about another low kick, Hefton. He was grabbing his groin area. Oh, a good right. A good right and a left.
Rogers definitely in trouble, but boy, does he pull it back together quickly. Tremendous
His
fighting
legs
spirit.
are still wobbly, Joe. If Heflin can get another shot in, his legs were wobbly.
That crossed his
J.T. Will
eyes.
is stopping the fight.
When Rogers crossed his eyes, then Jay Will stepped in the center and stopped the action. Rogers took a hard shot. He was in trouble. The crowd doesn't like the fact that Will stopped it. I tell you, if we ever have a choice, though, we'd like to see the referee stop the fight too soon rather than too late. And with Brad Hefton, believe me, with the kind of power that he could put in a kick, you definitely don't want to see a man take a full power shot with his eyes crossed. And believe me, Rogers had his eyes crossed after that last blow.
You can see his legs right here, Joe, very wobbly. He's trying to get his composure back. Now they go in close. Another flurry of punches coming here by Brad Hefton, but Rogers seems to be fairly well under control.
Right there where his head spun to the left. We don't have the focus there, but believe me, left eye was looking east, the right eye was looking west, and he was not focused. Hefton normally, when he has a man in that situation, will step over with a heel kick. I know where Jay Will was coming from when he made that call. Let's get the official time.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the interest of the fighter's health, referee J.T. Will felt that Bull Rogers was taking too many consecutive blows, and so he called the fight. At 1:45 of the fourth round, the winner by TKO, Brad Hefton.
Well, the people here don't quite agree with stopping the fight, but obviously J.T. Will is the man in charge. We're going to try and get Brad Hefton down here for a short word with him.